So what's a hero? Normally I think about these things before I sit down and talk about them, but in this case I'm just going off of a whim. I just watched the video by Connor Manning about heroes in the YouTube community, and I thought it was an important discussion, and I wanted to contribute my thoughts off of the top of my head to a My Hero Is. Now, as you may notice, I'm wearing a CTFXC brain cancer shirt, and my mohawk was actually shaved in support of Charles Strickland. And I'd like to state him as one of my heroes, not for any reason of any recent events, but because of the fact that he keeps moving. And that's something that I always looked up to do. I mean, everyone's been through stuff. And so one of the things that I think that's important is keeping moving, is finding that next step. Even if it's just like finding that one constant thing. And for him, that could be his community, that could be his family, that could be his whatever. That could be the sun rising every day, because it states that the sun, well, not the sun, but the sun states it's a new day, a new chance, a new opportunity. And when you're thinking about heroes, my hero when I was a little kid and having a hard time was probably Goku, because Goku was strong and he was big and he was proud, but he was kind, and he was my hero. Now, here's in the YouTube community, I agree with what Connor said, basically saying that people are not perfect. And I want to add to it by saying that you can still expect people to be perfect, just don't get disappointed when they're not. Because I know that there's a lot of people out there that have these certain things where every time they are, like, they put on a show. But there's a whole bunch of people that don't do that as well. Maybe not in the huge eye, but regular everyday people can still be heroes. And they can still be, like, for example, if I go out and do something nice for someone, like I hold the door or I pay for their coffee, which I admittedly have not done in a long time, but I should do. If I go and do something like that, that might not be like a life-changing event, but it definitely helps brighten their day a little bit. And I think that there would be a lot more heroes in the world, or a lot more people would be not so subject to heroism, which is the complete opposite of what I just said, if more people did that. Because it would be like a regular thing. It would be an expected thing. And we expect our heroes to be perfect. And we expect our heroes to be like these untouchable beings. And I found that last year when I went to VidCon, because I was like so excited. I was like, oh my god, all these creators or whatever, right? But I didn't show it because, you know, I wanted to see what these people were like on a regular level. Or for the most part, I tried not to show it, I should say. There's one point that I supposedly fangirled, or because you can have great reactions to your heroes. That's not an issue. That's not a problem. But for me, I wanted to connect with them in a way that I thought was different than the other people that were trying to interact with them. And I for the most part, I did. And I realized that, hey, all these YouTubers that just have this giant following are real people. They're everyday people like you and me. And maybe they're doing something great with their celebrity status. Because really, they are people. They are real, physical, like, people. Which, when I'm saying it now, kind of seems kind of crazy, because you should know that. You should realize that. But I think that it took me a little bit of time to realize I was a little bit guilty of it, but you know what? That's fine. Because we're all entitled to view our heroes as celebrities, or celebrities as heroes, but expecting them to be perfect all the time is unrealistic. And it's sad that it actually happens. Where was I going with this? I usually sit down and talk or think about this more before I actually start spouting my words. I think that a hero can be anyone that you view to say, like, I want to be like this person for this reason. It doesn't have to be this one complete thing. Like, you can have, I want to be like this person for this reason. I want to be like this person for this reason. Or I look up to this person for this reason. And so they are a hero to me because of this reason. And then this is another hero because of a totally different reason. It is okay to have multiple heroes. And so if you have 6 heroes, but they're all because of different reasons, that's okay. A hero is someone that obtains a certain quality that you look up to. It doesn't have to be that entire person. And I think that's also important to note, because that way you can have that perfect person complex without actually having one perfect person. I think that's all I wanted to say.